All right, I've done it again, and this is what is known as insanity. I have absolutely no reason for another guitar. Let's just put it this way, but I just couldn't resist this one. So we know what this is. This is not a Martin. It's not the Martin CEO7, and it's not a Martin HD28 or anything like that. It is basically a copy of it. A good one. It's a Blue Ridge. I own another Blue Ridge, which is I own a Blue Ridge Parlor, which, man, that guitar is great. It's a BR341 all mahogany parlor, model after, I guess, Martin 0018. But this is model after probably an HD28. The woods on it are solid Adirondack and solid rosewood, and I think it's Santos, I believe, rosewood on this thing. Hasn't been set up or anything like that. I got it at a very, very ridiculous price, let's put it that way, and I just couldn't avoid getting it. They put a gun to my head. No, they didn't. The reason I got that, I got like this, is that sometimes you find a really good deal if a guitar is somewhat compromised. It always has to sound good, no matter what. Even if you need to do repairs on a guitar, I have a hard time if I play a guitar saying if I do the repair, it's going to sound good. If I buy a guitar that has a crack or that has something that's wrong with it and it sounds good, then I feel comfortable because it's already sounding good, right? I don't want to buy it with the hopes that it's going to sound good or anything like that. So this guitar has a crack on the top, okay, which I know can easily be repaired. So it'll be repaired by my luthier. And so it's the bracings are not loose. I kind of checked that out. It's right here. There was somehow a seam, probably due to lack of humidification at some point. It kind of went through the lacquer, but it's gonna end up being fine. Obviously, visually, it may not end up there. I don't really care. The guitar sounds really good. And the other thing that's wrong with it, say wrong, but compromise right here, binding, which you could fill this stuff in with the binding and stuff. So, but other than that, my God, look at the back. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. The tuners are really good. Whoever had this thing actually played it, and voila, they put a pickup in it, and it's got to be a KK pickup. And yeah, thing sounds great. Yep. All right, and yeah, like I said, there are deals to be had. The guitar market right now, it's kind of crazy. Everything is very, very expensive. A lot of my instruments, so it's not a waste of money to buy guitars and collect guitars. It's actually a pretty good investment. I've made some decent money, and that's not what I do for a living. And stuff has appreciated, which kind of it's a catch 22. You can get a lot for stuff that you have, but where do you want to get it? If you're probably going to want it back there. But then if you want to get something, it's going to cost you a little bit more. So it's kind of a weird market. But in any event, though, practice, practice, practice. And yeah, look around. There are still some deals to be had. And don't be afraid to get a compromised instrument if you know what you're doing, if you have a good luthier, and if it sounds good at the time that you buy it. Please do not buy a compromised instrument with the hopes that it'll sound better after being repaired. Okay, this repair that's being done here, it's more for stability, not for sound. If that's just an added benefit if it ends up sounding a little bit better. Thank you for watching, and practice, practice, practice.